Okay, day 14 I think, about 9:10 Sunday morning. Left the campsite just after 8. I've done about 7.5 miles. I've been travelling through this kind of conifer forest, mainly pines aren't they, but I often see these, you see those cones, look. What are the chances, eh? You know what I'm saying. I'm not going to say it and tempt fate. But I do see them on the path. I've had this for 7 miles so far, this path, this cycleway. Like this. Look at it, beautiful. I'm going to stop in a minute and have some bite to eat, I think. See, there's no soil here, look, it's all sand. Campsite last night was the most expensive so far, cost me €22. And it's meant to be a 5-star, but no toilet seats again, no toilet paper. Interesting, isn't it? It's almost as if it was rated. I don't know who rates them. Let's start from that. Who gives it 5 stars, and when was that 5 stars given? And were toilet seats and toilet paper included? I mean, I carry it anyway, not a seat, but toilet paper. And quite frankly, I'd rather use my own anyway, because it's normally softer than the stuff they provide. But you know, I was on a campsite earlier on, I paid €6, and that had toilet seats and toilet paper. So it just goes to show, doesn't it? But anyway, it was okay, but I didn't get a good night's sleep. Because we're in the south end of France now, there's a lot of it's this holiday maker territory. And the campsites now are huge. It's difficult to find a small one. And they cater for the kids and the families, because they have shops and things, so they can boost their profits, can't they? And they have entertainment. They've got bloody mini theme park, some of them. I think that one I was on last night must have stretched for about a mile. It took me 10 minutes, 15 minutes to find my pitch. I'm sure it was about a quarter of a mile in from the bloody reception, and it was still going on. Huge. Fortunately, June, see, they're not on holiday yet. So that was my plan for coming away in June. I thought if I leave it any later, I'm going to be bombarded. And yet, even last, because it's a weekend, you see, there were some kids there. And why do they always play around the loos? It's weird, it's bizarre, isn't it? Well, who would want to play around the loos? But anyway, it wasn't too bad. But in the night, there were people creeping around. Bonjour. Cool, he's got some weight on there. There were people creeping around. Maybe it was a swingers site, I don't know. But about 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, I could hear people creeping around. Not around my tent, but just moving around. It sounded like they were moving from, what can I describe them? Chalets, because it's kind of camping within a chalet area. And there's glamping, there's tents, there's chalets, there's big chalets, there's small chalets, and there's tent chalets. And then there's just little old me, single man tent. They probably think I'm the perv, but not really. I think they probably were. Why would anyone go creeping around at 4:30 in the morning unless they're up to no good? So yeah, I didn't sleep very. Oh, and it's very sandy as well. So the tent pegs go in a treat, but wherever you walk, you're getting sandy feet. Not sandy shore, sandy feet. And that's a problem, because you have to keep brushing your feet every time you get in the tent, 'cause you don't want to bring all sand in. Although I did notice this morning when I was packing up that I'm getting a bit of debris in my inner tent. I have to find a way of getting that out of there. Need a dustpan and brush. Of course, I didn't bring one. I bought the kitchen sink, but not the dustpan and brush. Remind me, make note to self, don't forget the dustpan and brush next time. But yeah, 8 miles now on this track, averaging about 8 miles an hour, but that will drop as the day goes on. Left a bit earlier today and I'm going to start to do that now. I've realised the heat's going to become a factor now, so I'm probably going to make sure I'm away by 8, get the miles in before 12. So before 12 I can probably get in 30 miles and then try and get another 10 or so done in the afternoon if necessary, during the afternoon. Thing is, even after sort of 12, 1 and 2 o'clock it's still hot. It's yesterday it must have touched 30 I think at one point. Oh, we're day 14, but yeah, I might have already said that. So I've got about 380 miles to go, but I've got the climbs, you see, because I'm crossing over the Pyrenees there, aren't I? I don't know, someone told me there's about 1,000-foot climb over 4 miles. Well, that's not too bad. I can walk some of it, push some of it. Low gear for most of it, and cross that when I come to it. Bilbao is the area I think where the worst ones are. So I've got 11 days left and I've got 300, so it works out I've got to average about 32 miles a day. Well, while I've got these kind of cycle paths, what I'm thinking is I'm going to try and knock in a couple of 40s and 50s if I can, which will then break the back, I think, and maybe give me a bit more leisure time in Spain. Have a day or two off there, maybe. I'll see. Now keep left. I don't know what that means. Hang on, let's see. I can keep going down here. Now does it mean turn left? I don't know. Okay, it might be time to stop for a break. Oh, I've got something to show you there. Let's change gear. Let's go around the corner. Exercise machine, isn't it? It is an exercise machine, yeah. And is it air? I don't believe there's air. There bloody well is. There's a pump there. For crying out loud. Look at that. I'm impressed. I am so impressed. There's a bloody pump there, look. There's spanners. Oh, put some air in my tyres. I'll love it. Oh, I don't like that. It's the first one I've seen. I thought it was an exercise machine. Be careful and make sure it works. Okay, let's turn off. Right, we're still on a cycle path, really. Not seen a car 12 miles in. I think I've got this now for another 10 miles or ish. Hopefully it's this. This will be lovely. I might be able to get a 40 odd mile day in today. I want to try and break the back now with 300 and odd miles to go. If I can get a couple of 40s in there, I'll break the back of the miles, because I know there's hot weather coming up. Now, today is lovely. It's overcast. We're doing fine. Bonjour. Probably getting a bit of wind noise there, I would think. It's quite breezy. I think I'm probably still heading south-west, more westerly than, yeah, southwest, but over to the west a bit. So we're going between a big lake and the Atlantic Ocean. There's a sort of a area where you can cut through. What do they call that? I don't know. It's almost like a land bridge, but it's not. It's permanent. It's a huge lake to one side and the Atlantic Ocean on the other. Bonjour! Bonjour! Soon it will be hola, hola. And the straggler. No camping. Bonjour. I think I've said it's okay if you like isolation, but obviously the cyclists about, no one else. What's that, a shop? Oh no, it's a DFC, DFCD. It's a DFCD something something something. Fire risk I think is a problem around here, so maybe that's something to do with that. I think these might be early warning signs, these things, for fire. Ooh. There's a road. That's a bit, is it dodgy? Is it telegraph maybe? Underground. There's areas back, further back, they did look like they'd had a fire at some point in the past. Although this looks, maybe, I don't know, no. Maybe they've just felled them. They were doing some logging about 2 miles back. Bonjour. Big stacks of logs. Oh, here's a sign. What does it say? It tells you about the flora and the fauna, I suspect. Well, I'm in the wrong gear. That's better. They seem to be doing all right. It's 10:30 and we're 13 miles in, but I did stop back there for pump the tyres up and have some breakfast and a drink and sort out my navigation for the day. We're kind of parallel to Bordeaux now, about now, and we're still heading south. So, I mean, Bordeaux's a big place, but I should be past it today. And then, I'm not sure what the conditions are going to be like further on, but if they're like this, goodness me. It'd be nice. I could have probably been here in half the time if it had been like this from Roscoff down. I don't believe I've got more. Yeah, those are fire breaks, aren't they? I think those cut throughs. Birds singing. Everything is at peace with the world. Glorious day for cycling. I was expecting it to be hot today. Maybe the worst is to come tomorrow. Maybe we're going to get some rain, I don't know. Looks a bit grey, doesn't it? So that's my plan now, to get away earlier, leave the campsites before around 8. I might do, if I can find a cheap B&B or something, I might stay in one tonight. I need a break from camping, I think. I've got a fly on me. Everyone seems to be, oh no, these aren't. I was going to say earlier on, everyone seems to be dressed for winter, and I don't understand it. All I've got on is a t-shirt. But anyway, bonjour. Bonjour. Here we go. Mug shop. Cycling along. Let's do some of this fancy stuff. Will it work? Maybe it will. Well, they call this B-roll, don't they? Without dropping the camera. I think I've got this set of wide angle lens at the moment, so. And back round again to the front. Keep seeing signs for no camping, so although it looks like a perfect wild camping spot, I don't know that it is. Shouldn't have changed gear there, silly boy. Keep it where it was. I don't know how fast these grow actually. Pine. They are fairly quick growing. I don't think these are too old. And that ring of cones there, look, someone's taken the trouble to do that. Isn't that lovely? Solitude, lovely. Peace and quiet, except for me. I'm going to whisper now. Just in case we disturb anybody. Oh, here comes a cyclist, isn't there? Look. Always a cyclist, isn't it, that disturbs the peace. Oh, hang on. Oh, I suppose I'm one of those. Oh, these look a bit keen, these ones. Bonjour. Yeah, I reckon I might be the first person to have done this EV1 on a trike, and I might be I would think almost certainly the first 70-year-old. That'll be interesting. I'll get that up on social media. I might try and do that tonight actually, go on a few of the cycling forums and post my ride with GPS, oh, a spot of rain I felt, ride with GPS link, and then that'll be, see if I get any followers. Oh, rain, I can feel it in my bones, on my, oh, a shower no less, and there's no bloody cover, is there? There's plenty of trees but very little in the way of cover. Okay, it's only a passing shower. Stop moaning. And the sunshine. Gears are clunking a bit at the back. Not much I can do about that. Well, their legs are moving, aren't they? Is this an uphill then? Or just, are they just in the wrong gear? Is that a car? Goodness me. I see lights. Bonjour. A car, no less. How dare they? How dare a car come on this track? Is that because it's a road and not a track? I don't know. And he's got his lights on. Bloody pollution. Light pollution. Bonjour. Nice and polite. Big smile. Yeah, it's starting to become a drizzle. Right, camera away. Onwards and upwards. Well, after all that good path, this is what I'm on now. I can just about keep my back wheel and one front wheel on, but it's pretty rough. Actually, this is a good bit. I don't know how much this goes on for, but we've got, I'm sitting on a bench. Ooh, got myself an orange, I think you can see that. Big orange. It's a Lulu orange. I don't know whether that's going to focus. Lulu. We shall see. And some water. Got some crispy things in there. I think I have those. After all that, oh, I don't know, 25 miles maybe today of good paths. Now I've got this, and I've really got to do another 15 miles. I'm just hoping this doesn't go on for 15 miles. Oh, I can hear a cicada. Is that a cicada? Don't hear many. The only people I've seen are cyclists. It's hot. It was overcast all morning. It's still quite cloudy up there. But now we're getting breaks. Well, we shall see. Now that reminds me of China. Cicadas. Maybe something else, but it sounds like a cicada. Wow, that takes me back a few years. But I've come across a few of them now, but they seem to be solitary. Whereas in China and places there, my goodness me, they're everywhere. So it's a cacophony. Perhaps a few make their way here and manage to survive. This must be pretty desolate, quite windswept I would think in the winter. Still plenty of cyclists on this track, going back that way. Still wooded, still conifers, still pines. Bonjour. 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 It's, the sun's out now. It is hot, there's no doubt. Not as hot as yesterday. And it's been a bit of a respite today actually, because it was quite overcast for a long while. I've done 32 miles, it's 2 o'clock, just gone. So 32 miles, I want to knock another 8 in I reckon, and do a 45 miler today. I'm going to try and break the back of what's left. I know there's about 380 miles left. If I can get a couple of days at 40-ish, that'll bring me down to 300. That'll give me about 9 days to do 300, because I know there's those climbs coming up. And I need a day off, so I'm going to try and gain some days now. Don't know whether I'm B&Bing tonight or campsite. I'm going to start looking now, see where we are. It's been a good old day today actually. I don't mind cycling in the heat. It's okay, it works for me. I've got these sunglasses. These are the Polaroid lensy type ones. These are the ones that gave me the grief with the Wahoo cycle computer, which is down here. I think you can see it there. And when I've got these on, I think that's just black. I think it's gone off. It looks like it's gone off, and if I lift them up, I can see. Yeah, it's clear as day. That's interesting. And the phone is a bit strange as well. I can't really see the phone clearly. But so far, day 14 is it? 11 days, well, including today 11 days, isn't it? So tomorrow 10 days to go, I think. I shall check that tonight. Way over halfway now. Halfway in both days and miles. It's been, Vinnie Jones, yeah, it's been emotional. It's been an experience, there's no doubt. Will I do this route again? Probably not. Will I do another one? I'm hoping to. Health permitting, I think so, I should be alright. I should monitor myself when I get back for a week or two and just see how I respond to not being on the trike. A few niggles, the right hip sometimes gives a bit of a gnawing ache, but it's okay today. I'm not taking anything for it yet. And my back, that's another problem. One of my vertebrae is rubbing on the Z straps on these side pods. You can probably see them here. There's a strap, and that strap is right on top of a vertebrae of mine. And I think it's hitting a nerve. Oh, there we go. That's a peloton, yeah. Okay, over and out from peloton number 1.